Hello my dear friends, you're on the Military Summary channel. In this short video we're going to discuss events that took place during the previous 10 hours. And the most important updates are coming from, let's call it, Dnieper River. The Russian sources added another icon above the Dnieper River saying the dam was closed. And the thing is that Ukrainians for some reason took a decision to close every single dam along the Dnieper River. And there's the Russian intelligence saying that the level of water in the river is very high, and they're saying that at some places the water went out of the river and flooded a little bit the territory in the vicinity of the river. And also the Russian intelligence are saying that this thing that Ukrainians closed the dam can be connected with the upcoming counter-offensive operation in Kherson area. And as we know that, for example, Kakhovka Dam, this one, Nova Kakhovka, there is a dam that is under Russian control, at least some part of the dam is under Russian control, and if the Ukrainians are able to damage this dam or to destroy this dam, but not like to destroy the entire wall, but to destroy the mechanism that the Russians are able to use for opening or closing the dam. And if they're able to do this, then the dam will be closed, and if the Ukrainians open their own dams along the river, the level of the water will move in direction of this dam, and then it will turn to the south, and then the water of the Dnieper River will flood the entire South Ukraine area, the entire Kherson region. And this is a very bad thing for the Russians, because we understand that this might be a possible step of a possible Ukrainian counter-offensive operation. I was asking myself what is the reason of this step, and I found just a few explanations for that. The first thing is that Ukrainians want to make panic on this area among the civilians, among military forces, and the second one is that these territories in the lowland, first of all, in comparison with the Ukrainian bank of Dnieper River. And the thing is that the Russians managed to have created a lot of lines of trenches and fortifications along Dnieper River. And of course, we understand that these fortifications was built not in the air or in space. This fortification were built on the ground. So that's why if the Ukrainians are able to flood these territories, I believe that with that they will be able to destroy or to ruin or to make useless a lot of Russian trenches and fortifications, at least for a while. And I believe that Ukrainians are planning to use this small gap of time for crossing Dnieper River and establishing control over some bridgehead on this side of the Dnieper River. So we can say that there are a lot of factors, a lot of things that needed to be accomplished before the Ukrainians are able to launch their counter-offensive operation, and a lot of them have already accomplished, like the closing the dam, the increasing the level of the water, the training of the forces, and the nice weather, and so on. So not much left complete, and the Ukrainians will be able to launch their attack. Now let's go to Artyomovsk or Bakhmut. The Russians are saying that yesterday, if we remember, we discussed that there was a very big explosion inside the town. Some sources were saying that the Russians were using guided bombs in this area, 1,500 kilos bombs. Some sources were saying that the Russians were using 500 kilos bombs. And this morning, we got a video and some kind of video confirmation that Ukrainians during the retreat process destroyed a building. As you can see, this is like the explosion itself. And there is like a big building in the vicinity of the Valley of the Rose. And when the Ukrainians took a decision to step back, they took a decision not to allow this position for the Russians, and they destroyed the entire building. So maybe that wasn't like usage of guided bombs, but that was some kind of explosion, controllable explosion from the Ukrainian side. So for now, there are like few versions. We'll see what is going to be next. Very interesting updates are coming from Vuhledar. The Ukrainians and the Russian sources confirmed are saying that during the previous 24 hours, the Ukrainians made a number of attacks in this direction, different types of attacks. They were using like small attacks with commandos, with recon combat groups. Also, they were a number of attacks using the armored vehicles, with support of armored vehicles. So the intensivity, this region is intensifying every single day more and more, and possibly there's a very high chances that Ukrainians are going to use this area as well for some counter-offensive operation in the main direction, of course, to take control over Volnovakha. And that's it for this short update. Military Summary channel reminds you condemn any violence in Ukraine. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, put your likes, join my Patreon, and have a good day. Bye bye.